We are 6 months on from when we had a very similar debate on eating disorders, and to see so many people here across this House, cross-party, supporting, shows just the strength of feeling. And it's there where I'll pick up, because I don't want to repeat in the short time that I have everything that I said last time. But following that debate back in April, I wrote to the government to find out more and answer some of the questions. And I received a letter from Baroness Merron on the 12th of June. The first question I asked was whether the government had a plan for eating disorders, and it states, I quote, "The department has no current plans to create an eating disorder strategy." It does go on, though, to say that NHS England is currently refreshing guidance on children and young people's eating disorders. The refreshed guidance will highlight the importance of awareness and early recognition of eating disorders in schools, colleges, primary care and broader children and young people's mental health services. So I hope the Minister will be able to provide us an update on when this updated guidance will be brought forward. I also posed the question back in April whether the government would be open to having a cross-party meeting or a round table with experts in APPGs. I'm still yet either to get a response to that either in the debate or in the letter that I have received. I think that would go a long way to helping to explore this issue in a way we try to make a difference. Back in that debate as well, the member for Bath raised the following issue around the recording of deaths. She said accurate recordings will raise awareness and ultimately save lives. Now, the Minister responded, "I share the concerns of the Honourable Member for Bath about accurate recording of deaths to understand the extent to which eating disorders and other factors have caused or contributed to deaths. This matter is being explored with the National Medical Examiners for England and Wales, the Office for National Statistics and the Coroners Society of England and Wales." So would he be able to provide an update on where this has got to and what is the outcome? Turning further, when the Minister spoke back in April, he gave us great expectations about the 10-year health plan. He said, I quote, "Through the 10-year health plan, the government will overhaul the NHS and ensure that those with mental health needs, including those living with eating disorders, are given the support that they need." He also went on to say raising awareness of eating disorders and improving treatment services is a key priority for the government and a vital part of our work in improving mental health services. So I'd be grateful if he'd respond to Beat Eating Disorders CEO, who said, "We're very disappointed to see that the mental health hasn't been consistently highlighted as a priority throughout the government's 10-year health plan and that there's no specific commitments on eating disorders." This is a concern, not in the sense that this is a party political point, but people who are suffering now have it written that there is no strategy and it's not mentioned in the 10-year health plan. I'd be grateful if the Minister could alleviate concerns that this really, truly is a priority. Leading me on to the final part, one of the big plays the government has made is changing integrated care boards. When the Minister last spoke in the debate, he said the government's view is that ICBs are best placed to make decisions as close as possible to communities that they serve and to target and, if necessary, reallocate funding accordingly. In light of that, the changes have seen brought forward by this government a reduction of 50% in many ICB staffing. So is the government concerned, and has any analysis been done on whether this will impact on the commissioning of eating disorders, given the severity that's been highlighted from across the chamber? Chair, it's often said that treatment is about progress and not perfection. I guess much could be said about formulating policy as we deal with the rising number of people with eating disorders. So to that end, I hope the government takes these questions as part of that process, helping to highlight the area that we all want to see progress in as the Minister brings forward his policies to bear on this country.